Greetings, good morning, happy Monday. I hope you had a lovely weekend and are starting this week's feeling reset and ready for some big stuff. So we're checking in with our usual letting go guidance session, but before I help us get into this area of what are we going to let go of or focus on letting go of this week, and just feeling into the energy. And yesterday we had the penumbral lunar eclipse again. So that's the second one in this season. And we also had the full moon. So full moon is about harvest, about reaping the benefits of what you've been working on. But it's also time to just plant a seed of what would you like to create, manifest, develop into, aspire to. And so although it's kind of a time to slow down and to acknowledge what it is you've created, who you've become, what you've been working on for the last 6 weeks. This lunar eclipse marks the end of a 6-week period, which it's to do with the eclipses, right? So it's like they happen in kind of what's called a family. And so we are always working on ourselves and becoming, whether we actually consciously do it or not. We are developing it into who we intend to be at a soul level. So if you're here live, say hi. But let's just join our energies and focus on that idea. So harvesting or recognizing what it is you've developed or worked on over the last couple of weeks. What are you taking forward with you? What are you letting go of? So let's just take a few nice deep breaths, land into this moment. Landing into this moment and clearing away any kind of have-tos or shoulds. Just let's bring our awareness into this moment. And now we're going to plant a wee seed. Plant a wee seed of what is it we can let go of this week in order to really embrace these gifts that we're developing for ourselves. Because we're also still in Mercury retrograde. We will be for a week or two, I believe. And so that's also another part of what are you communicating to yourself? What's the message you are giving yourself, and what are you speaking out? Are you speaking words that align with your mission in life or your intentions? So let's see now. What are we going to focus on letting go? And we're going to focus on letting go of struggle. I love that. So where does struggle show up for you? Do you find yourself... Hi, Marion. Nice to see you. So where do you struggle? Where do you feel like maybe you need to do something differently? Or do you criticize yourself? Do you sabotage your best efforts at getting your own guidance? Do you judge yourself? Do you have a conversation that says, well, that wasn't good enough, or it should have been bigger, better? Anything of those kinds of things will set up a struggle for us. So this is time in this week ahead. Let's just watch to see, where does struggle come up. For me, that's kind of what's coming up, is that we make a decision to do something, and then we might not do it, or it may go somewhere different. I'm just looking up in my guidebook here to share with you so that we can go deeper with this idea of struggle. Because struggle is, how does it show up for you, right? Each one of us will struggle in our own unique way. But as a collective, when we struggle, then that's all we create, right? What you put your attention on, what you put your awareness into, is what you create. And so if things are feeling a little bit limited or just not going smoothly and harmoniously, then maybe it's the best thing to just let go and see what can you focus on to bring more harmony. That's how that feels to me. So let me just read this out to you and see if you can access what it is for struggle for you. We can flow through life in balance and peace by letting go of the struggle. Flowing means stepping in and out of various roles throughout the day and to accomplish necessary tasks and connecting with the people you love. Struggle and suffering is caused by being attached to what you think you want. And then you feel bad because you can't manifest it, or it doesn't show up the way you want. Suffering also happens when you try and control. When you try and wrestle with the world to fit your specific ideal instead of allowing what is to come through, in brackets, allowing the divine to do the work and guide you. To choose self-love is to be brave enough to make the choices that bring you more happiness, even when it's hard. Self-love is not creating struggle for yourself. Take a nice deep breath and allow your life to flow through you. Hey, Meisha, nice to see you here too. I don't know about you, but that feels so amazing with what I was just saying, right? So where can you can you recognize yourself in any of that? Do you get attached to an outcome? Do you shake your fist at the universe saying, I asked for this and it didn't show up? Well, maybe it's because you need to breathe into allowing the thing to show up in the best way. What's that saying that we don't always get what we want, but we get what we need? Sometimes that is what's going on too. And so when we start feeling into this energy of struggle, maybe that's a wee tap on your shoulder to say, just pause for a minute, take some deep breaths, and then where's love? Where's joy? Where's peace? Where's harmony? Because it's always there. It's a choice. So you can choose to keep going in that loop of the struggle, or you can say, okay, I'm going to open up to where's my peace, my balance, my happiness. Hope that makes sense. I'm just shuffling the tarot cards because I like to draw one tarot card and then 3 of the Doreen Virtue's angel cards just to get a little bit more support. Sometimes these give us a wee bit more idea of where to go in this idea of letting go. So let's see what the tarot card, oh, this is beautiful. The tarot card that's come up is the Star. I love that too. That feels really good. So you know how I said, when we have these conversations in our mind, let things flow. The Star really feels like it's about balance, it's about flow, it's about trusting the emotions, trusting the guidance of your heart, trusting your higher self is dropping these little pieces of insights that you need. We aren't intended to struggle. That isn't part of what we're doing here. So maybe you could start using that piece of struggle or inner chatter or pieces that say it should be like this, it's like this, and it should be like this. Well, maybe you're getting caught up in a definition that doesn't serve you anymore or is outdated and it's not in alignment. See, that's a big piece that's coming up for us today too, is when we struggle, we're actually not in alignment with the core essence of who we are. I don't know about you, but that feels really powerful for this week. So this is beautiful energy for us, you know, like we're still working through this Mercury retrograde piece too. And so watch your communication. Watch when things start not going the way you think, then it's maybe time to let go. And as always, we get such beautiful angel cards that come up. So the first one is listening. So who are you listening to when you feel like you're struggling? Are you really allowing the flow of your higher self, your inner guidance to speak to you? So maybe you need to change the channel. Sometimes struggle is because we're listening to a saboteur voice or a critical voice or somebody else's opinion, like maybe we're trying to people please or get derailed on what's happening in the media. And that's time to just listen to you. The wisdom is always flowing through you. Time to take a deep breath and look at this. This is our action. Tapping into a new love. So maybe you could start looking at, if you work on letting go of struggle, then you could start to find balance, harmony, love, inspiration, and sometimes in the smallest things, and sometimes in places that you weren't looking before, because it's all there. So when things are not going the way you'd like them, maybe it's time to just take a step back from it and see what is here for me. And then guess what we get to do? Celebration. So you can see what I mean about when we can really shift through and realize when we are struggling or having a sense of struggle, we've created it, and we can choose to change the channel, to listen and make our own life experience, our own passion, our own mission aligning with our soul's calling, our unique purpose. I hope that serves you. I wish you a wonderful week. Let me know if you need any more guidance or want to go deeper with that idea of struggle, what struggle means to you. But above all, I wish you an amazingly magical week ahead. And thanks for watching. Check in with you next week. Much love.